to all of our friends. It is so beautiful today, like cool and awesome. Perfect spring day. Oh, hi, friends from North Carolina. So we're here today at the Seagrave's house. Randy and his daughter Ellie are here with us.
So we're glad you're here, and if you have a few minutes, since we're waiting just one more minute for people to join us, we'll let you get the supplies ready.
Oh, hi, Ava.
For supplies ready, you need a copy of a plant parts wrap. That was one of the things you could download from the webpage. Other supplies you might have today?
You should get some sunglasses, maybe a hat, noisemaker if you have that. And be sure to click that like and share button on your Facebook page. And if you're an elementary school student, make sure you post what grade you're on and what city and state you're joining us from.
Yes, so if you will click like and share, that helps us make sure that more people know about these Facebook sessions to be a part of our
group. Braley, we've got lots of friends that are coming online.
All right.
That's awesome.
And those folks that are joining us, if they want to officially sign up on the JMG webpage, jmgkids.us/FB Live, show them the website there, Lisa, because if they want to complete these sessions with us and at the very end earn a certification in plant growth and development, if they're signed up there, they can do that with us as well. All right.
Awesome. Are you guys ready to get started?
We're ready to get started. So welcome back. This is already the 8th session of our Junior Master Gardener Facebook Live group. We're glad that you're here. We've been learning a lot over the last several weeks, and for today's session we're going to be learning the plant parts wrap.
But first we're going to be dissecting a living organism.
A living organism is what we're going to dissect today for you guys. But before we start, I want to ask, who are the first 5 people who are on with us today that can add a comment that tells us what parts of the plant there are? Any part of the plant. I want to see the first 5 people that can kind of comment below and share what that is, because we're going to be talking about parts of the plant and the function they serve with our plant parts wrap. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so can any of you guys tell us the parts of the plant? What are some of the main parts of the plant?
The parts of the plant, and we're going to have questions.
Oh, we got a
well.
stem from Nicole.
A stem is one. Nicole rocks. She's got some fast fingers.
And Hannah. Oh, Leanne said roots.
Roots and stems. What else do we have on our list?
We got roots. We have another stem came in, another root.
There are 6 main parts we're going to talk about today. So we've got a couple of those already.
Hi, Jackson. Oh, a leaf. We got a leaf.
Leaf. We got half of them already.
Roots,
almost there.
Stem, a leaf. Oh, Jason said a flower.
Okay, so they're all coming in. We're only missing a couple now. So from that list, one of the questions we're going to answer today is, of those parts, which do they think is the most important plant part? Which is the most important plant parts, the ones we've gotten so far? I think we got maybe 4, at least out of the 6.
Yeah, we got roots, stem, leaf, we got a flower.
Flower. So we're missing 1 now? Only 1?
Where it starts.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but let's get back to dissecting the living organism.
Dissecting the living organism. So should I bring it out?
I think you should.
Okay, so
Be
here we
careful.
go. Here we go. Our living organisms we're going to dissect today. Let me scoot it up. This is going to be our board that we're going to be working from here. And because it gets kind of messy for some of it, we're going to need our towel to kind of help blot it up. We've got our tools, a dissecting knife that's from our kitchen, and a pair of scissors. Here
Randy,
we go.
should we be worried?
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, fruit. Somebody said fruit.
We got all of our plant parts. Here we go. Our live organism is... What is this?
It looks like a tomato plant.
It's a tomato plant that we've rinsed away the soil from the roots. So we're going to take this and we're going to blot a little bit of that wetness here. We're going to lay our tomato plant, and this guy is still alive.
Oh, somebody said a seed.
Oh, a seed is one as well. So I think we have all of our 6 main plant parts there. So if we're going to do some dissection, we're really going to do it to really learn a lot about the different parts of the plant. And all the parts that you just labeled are on this one as well. So what we're going to do to begin with is we're going to give Ellie our dissecting scissors, and we're going to ask her kind of one by one to help us remove portions of our plant. So we're going to begin at the bottom of the plant with the roots. So we're going to ask her first to clip away our roots from the stem of the plant. So we're going to set this guy here, and we talk about what do the roots do for the plant.
There's a nice close-up. You guys see that?
And we'll ask a question, what kind of job that the roots do for the plants, but they are underground. It's the bottom of the plant we talked about. But before we talk about the job they do, I want to ask the group too. They see the roots that are here that we clipped off from our tomato plants, but Lisa, zoom over here. We got 2 main types of root systems. that we're going to talk about today. One is a taproot that has one long main root that goes down, pointing down towards the ground, towards the center of the earth, towards water. But also you have fibrous root systems, and sometimes they're shorter and they scatter in different directions, and there's many, many roots that make up that root system. So let me ask them, of those two types of root systems, what do you think this one is? Is this lots of roots going different directions, or is this one main root? So this would be a fibrous root system. So our first dissection is our root part of the plant. Okay, next section, Ellie, that we're going to clip away. I want you to clip away the stuff that's attached to the stem. So all we have is the main portions of the stems that are left. While she's doing that, we talk about the job of the roots. It is in the ground. So one of the things it does is to hold the plants in place. And so if winds blow, it's going to hold those plants in place. It helps secure it into the ground. The other thing that it does is it helps to absorb water and nutrients into the plant as well. So it really serves an important job for the plant. It couldn't live without it. So as she's clipping it away, we've got our leaves. I'll put over here to the side. And we're going to have her clip away all these chunks, and we'll clip away that part of the stem too, Ellie, to separate the fruit. We'll clip right there. Okay.
Y'all hear our
Now.
train coming by. We live in College Station because the train used to stop
Train
at the
station
college.
that is here. Okay, so this is the stem. You can see it goes.
Okay, Harper just got on from Kentucky. What are we doing? My name
Ooh,
is
Harper, you came just in time, Harper. We are dissecting a live organism. We're dissecting a tomato plant, and so far, Harper, we've got our roots that we talked about, secures it in the ground and holds it in place and soaks up nutrients and water from the soil. And Ellie just clipped away the stem. So what does the stem do for the plant? Well, it holds it up. Sometimes they go in the ground, so it kind of spreads different directions, but its main job really is to connect all the parts of the plant together. So it takes all the water from the roots and the nutrients and sends it to the other plant parts, and then when the stuff comes from, the food comes from the leaves, it takes that and transports it to the rest of the plant as well. Okay, so we have our roots, stems, and Ellie's already done a job of dissecting, taking apart our leaves. And what is the job of the leaves do? We'll give people a moment to see if they can comment on what's the job that the leaves do for the plant. Because I'll tell you, the roots, the plant couldn't live without the roots. It does such an important job. The plant could not live without the stem doing its important job. But what about the leaves?
Oh, Nicole said make food.
The leaves do something very special. They're able to photosynthesize, and Lisa made mention of that word earlier in one of our sessions. It soaks up sun, it changes that sunlight, that sun energy, into food energy for the plant. The plant could not live without those leaves. Okay, so we only have a few parts that are left. What's the next part on our list?
Looks like the flower.
So I'm going to snip the flower right here. So we'll separate the flower. All right. Let's put him so Lisa can zoom in on our little flower. Tomatoes have tiny yellow flowers. And what is the job of the flowers? The flower's job is to make seeds for the plant. And here's a little pollinator that flies through there sometimes and will land. And maybe a butterfly, it could be a bee. They'll land, they'll pollinate the flower, and then it gets into work to make seeds and to make fruit. So our next dissection is the fruit itself. I'm going to clip this last piece away. And you can see, Lisa, we see some of the buds that kind of have died back there. But this is the fruit. Does it have
little baby fruit on them?
These didn't get pollinated, it looks like. Did it?
Okay.
There may be one starting here. It's kind of hard to tell, but I don't think those guys got pollinated. So pollinators do an important job for the plant.
I think that one is. Let me see.
It was about ready to start?
Oh yeah, do y'all see the little baby tomato there? At least holding it real still for me.
Just real still.
Awesome.
So this is the fruit of the plant. People say that's not a fruit because it's not sweet. But we know, in horticulture and botanists know, that the fruit is the plant that holds the seeds. It comes from the flowers. And so even though we think about peppers and tomatoes and squash, all of those are the fruit of the plant. So where are the seeds at? Well, this one's not mature yet. We know it's not red like some tomatoes will get when they're ripened. So we have to cut this in half to see if we can find the seeds inside. So I'm going to do that here, and we'll see if it's grown enough to develop seeds. Okay, look. It's not mature inside, but can you see the seeds that are already starting to form here? We've got all kinds of seeds. In just this one layer, I can count about 6 or 8 seeds that are in place. So when this tomato would grow and ripen, it would be full of dozens and dozens of seeds, and each one of those seeds has a job too.
And when you eat your fruits at home, you know, you'll find seeds inside of them, whether it's tomatoes or apples or oranges, you'll find seeds inside.
So the fruit's job is really to hold the seed. In some cases, it makes it attractive for animals to come and want to eat them. So what is the seed's job? The seed is probably my favorite part of the plant because its job is to grow a brand new plant. The seed holds a baby plant inside. So within our dissection we have all parts of the plant represented. So Lisa, before we jump on, talking about the seeds, this is a seed that has fruit around it, and that's one way it gets around because animals will eat it and carry it away from the parent plant. But there's other ways that seeds can travel. And so let's get back to our picture, our whiteboard here shot of some of our ways seeds can travel. So just like the tomato, this apple has seeds on the inside. But if you've ever stepped on a sticker bush or gotten hurt by that, you see that some seeds have thorns and little hooks in different ways they can be carried away. Those are called hitchhiker seeds. And if you've ever seen one of these, this is my picture of a dandelion seed. And if you blow on that, each one of these things will fly apart carrying a seed to it, so it has a place for a new plant to land and grow somewhere else. So there's different ways that seeds can travel away from the parent plant. Okay, so come back to here, to all these parts, Lisa, we talked about a minute ago, and we asked which is the most important part. So we'll ask those guys that are on the call right now, of all of these parts, between the roots, the stems and leaves, and flowers, fruits, and seeds, what's the most important part? What do you think the most important part is, Elliot?
I would say maybe the seeds, because that's where it starts everything.
I would agree the seeds are probably important because they are the starting point. I said that was one of my favorite, but is there any one part of this plant that couldn't be there and the plant still grow? Every single one of those parts is a part of this system of the plant, and if one of those parts is missing, the plant can no longer exist. So there's not one most important part. They are all vital. They all have to be there for the plant to be able to grow.
And they all have to work together.
They all work together as a part of that plant system. Okay, so I want to put our dissection over to the side for just a minute because Ellie and I wanted to share with you a plant parts wrap. So if you have your plant parts wrap, get it out because we're going to have you kind of go along with us for here for just a moment. Got our straws ready. I'm going to get a copy of my plant part wrap also. It looks like this, Lisa. There's one that they may have already copied. They might have printed out from their printer. And we added another one yesterday because there's a special service project challenge that we're adding with the plant parts wrap. So there's another copy that looks like this that's also on the webpage. That's what we're going to use for ours today. But the words to the plant part wrap are the same. Okay, so Ellie's been practicing this with us because we wanted to illustrate, not just perform it for you this time, but illustrate what it looks like when we're talking about going through the plant parts wrap. Are you ready?
I think we're ready.
Do you put your sunglasses on? Cap on? We're gonna get in costume here. If you got some of your costume materials, if you got sunglasses, if you got a cap, put yours on as well. Here we go. Plants are our friends. We give them special care. They feed, they shelter, they give us fresh air. Without plants in our world, we simply could not live because of all the awesome gifts that they give. A tiny plant begins as a seed that germinates, and from this moment on, here's the journey that it takes. The roots are in the dirt to help the plant grow and hold it into place when the winds blow. Just like a soda straw, they suck up H2O. And when the plant gets water, stem back and watch it grow. Stems hold the plant up. They carry water too. The leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds is what the stems do. Leaves go from the stem. They soak up lots of sun. When they change it into food, then their job is done. The food is for the plant. It gives it strength and power. It helps it to grow and to make a nice flower. Winds, birds, and bees. Where's my bees? Winds, birds, and bees. These are our flowers' friends. Bzzz. They help the life cycle to start once again. The flower makes a fruit with the seeds deep inside. Some are eaten, some are blown, and some just hitch a ride. Once a fruit is dried and the little seed comes out, the seed will find the dirt and a new plant will sprout. Hooah! That's a plant parts wrap.
Job!
So that was us doing an illustration along the way. So that's the two of us. So Lisa, we have a special treat. We have a class that's at our university called Socio-Horticulture, and it's the study of how plants and people interact. And we challenged the group of those college students to perform for you. And because we're distancing right now, they had to do their performance distance as well. So let's come over here to our player, and we're going to let them see the college students' version of the plant parts wrap.
Okay. This is some high technology.
Yeah, we had to make it simplified to be able to make it work here. All right, can we zoom in and see our guy?
Let's see if I can get in here.
Hey, yo, let's I'll break it down for those plants. Plants are our friends. We give them special care. They feed, they shelter, and they give us fresh air. Without plants in our world, we simply could not live because of all the awesome gifts that they give.
Tiny club begins as a seed germinates. And from the mowing on, here's the journey that it takes.
Roots are in the dirt to help the plant grow and hold it in place when the winds blow.
Just like a soda straw, they suck up H2O. And when the plant gets water, sit back and watch it grow. Stems hold the plant up, they carry water too. The leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds is what the stems do. Leaves grow from the stem, they soak up lots of sun.
When they change it into food, then their job is done.
The food is for the plant. It gives its stick the power.
It helps it grow and make a nice flower.
The wind, bird, bees, these are our flowers men. They help the life cycle to start once again. The flower makes a fruit for the seed deep inside. Some are eaten, some are growing, or some just hitch a ride. Once the fruit is dried and a little seed comes out, the seed will find the dirt and a new plant will sprout.
Awesome! A huge thanks to our A&M socio-horticulture class and all the students that helped us to make that.
All right, Lisa. So we have a challenge for all of you that are here.
Okay,
One
hang
of the
on.
things
Let me get here.
Can you hear us?
Let me get here first.
One of the things we want you guys to do is to create a video kind of like ours. So all you have to do is send us like 3 stanzas or just even a couple lines, and we'll put a video together just like the college students did.
So part of your job as a Junior Master Gardener is to share what you know with others. And we're challenging you also to do a service project at some point during this Facebook Live group meetings that we have. So one of your service projects could be that you do a video and record it and share it with us, either posting it on Facebook or sending the email address. And we will put those together and do a compilation video just like we did for our college students. So
Okay, so another song that we have to sing for today is Randy's birthday. Randy is 50 today. So we thought that we would have his whole family join us to sing happy birthday. And I asked Karen to put in the comments, you guys, if y'all want to send Randy a happy birthday, hashtag JMG Randy 50, okay? So be looking for that, all right? So let's sing him a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Randy. Happy birthday to you. Hey, you know, we had to do social distancing birthday, and Randy is usually one that, you know, likes to do little pranks at our office, and so we wanted all of y'all to be able to wish Randy a happy birthday. So thank y'all for sharing that special moment with him.
that was awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you guys also. Okay, we'll get back to work here before we close for our session. This is the page, Lisa, that is on the jmgkids.us/FB Live page, and Karen can also post the link in the comment section, but it lists the steps. All we really want your kids to do for this is to record them performing 3 stanzas. They can post it or they can email it to the juniormastergardener@gmail.com, and then we're going to pick a set of those to be featured on a compilation video that we're going to post on Facebook Live and on YouTube in the coming weeks. So we want you to be a part of that.
We're going to put it together kind of like we did the college students video.
So we want to, at the end of our series here, we'll be sharing that back with you guys of some of the kids that are featured.
You're
in our
getting
group.
all sorts of happy birthday comments.
Thank you guys. We'll see you on Thursday. Thursday we're doing some more science as we're going to be talking about some seeds and some function of seeds and parts of the seed. And we're going to be doing a pretty cool classic science experiment with seeds. So we'll see you on Thursday.
Awesome. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a great Tuesday. Happy birthday, Randy.